Welcome back to Some Crypto. It is October 12, 2019, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Current price of BTC 83.50. We're going to talk about BTC on the lower time frame before we focus on the daily and then the weekly and especially the monthly. BTC is actually the current state of BTC is actually moving sideways, and we could possibly see a fake out to the upside up to like 8,500 to 8,600. So it is quite critical, the current level of BTC. We basically moving below the 21 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, and the 100 EMA at the same time is waiting for the price to push to the upside so it can reject the price. So you can see this purple line exactly. It is at exactly at 84.65, and 84.65 it is exactly at 84.65 is exactly at 382 pullback from the current bottom we just made, like at 82.20. Okay, so you can see in this level, this yellow line, we could get this rejection if that BTC decide to push to the upside. At the current state of the 4-hour time frame, we don't have any bullish momentum. You can see like right around this area we got this big signal of a short opportunity, but BTC decided to push to the upside, get rejected. We dropped down to a roughly around 50% pullback, and we got another tweezer in this area, so we still can make this move to the upside roughly around like a 50% to 0.618, which is going to be in this area, which is going to be up to roughly around 86. Okay, 0.618 is going to be 86. 50% pullback, it is going to be 85. So you have to pay attention to these two levels in case like we get a fake out to the upside. If you're shorting right now, you just have to be careful and put your stop loss way above like this level, because at the same time you can see like another fib level, right? For the bulls, they could attempt to even like break 88, but I don't think they got the momentum to do so. But if they break the the 88 level, the next level you're going to be looking for is like roughly 1.27 and 1.41. okay, 1.27 and 1.41, it is going to be like roughly 9k. okay, 9k. But it seems like they don't have the that type of aggressivity to like push the price up to like a 9k, which is like almost 600 points move to the upside, right? 600 point move to the upside. On the downside, let's say if like we cannot break this 21 EMA, you have to look for the swing high to swing low. So if you don't know how to do swing high to swing low, take your fib retracement from bottom, right, which was like a 77.80 up to 8800. You can see exactly we moving between like these two fib retracement, which is 50% to roughly around like 382, right? 8400 to like 8250. So if like we get the necessary rejection, okay, we're going to be looking for roughly 0.618, which is going to be like 8150. okay, 8150 going to be the next level. BTC could be finding a some sort of consolidation, another push before coming back down to 0.786, which is like roughly 7900 level. So you have to pay attention to this fib retracement. Okay, you have to pay attention to this fib retracement and then fib extension. So but at the same time, the WXY correction we talked about last time, we before the push to the upside, if you go back and watch my previous live stream, roughly in this level we talked about this move. We say backed is dumping Bitcoin with Bitcoin retest 3k. You can see exactly Bitcoin was like a 7900, and then we said exactly we could be pushing to the upside, get the rejection before the drop. All right, so you can see if I play this live stream previously, you could you can see it clearly. If you go back and watch it, just about like a 9 minutes, 10 minutes in that area, we talked about this possibility a push to the upside and then another drop. Okay, another drop. So we talked about this move basically going to be making a pushing back up to 8800 before dropping down. So you have to play pay clear attention to the current state of the the 4-hour time frame, especially also the daily. We talk about, let's take a look at the RSI right now. The RSI is not giving up. Okay, even though we pretty BTC is looking like bearish on the overall trend, the 4 hour, RSI is not already give you the corrective move you're looking for, but it's not giving up. It still can like try to push back up. So this push back up, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like a BTC can still like make this move, okay, with like a 40 to 35 to 40% chance to go back up to 0.618. And even if you go back, if you go back previously, right, every time BTC like a drop heavily, it's going to give you some sort of pullback. Like you can see this drop like down to like a 97, give us a very strong push to the upside again. Okay, you go back to the drop like from like a 10.9 in this area, we made a nice bear flag. But this bear flag, most of us won't like pretty much like very very bullish, because we know this was like a clean bear flag and it's going to be dropping. Okay, you can see the angle is kind of like too aggressive, and then you got these moving averages, like it's going to be a price going to be rejected. Similar move when you go back to like a 12k level. You can see the 12k level, we got the same exact fake out, right? We got the same exact fake out. Let me just, the 12k level, we got the same exact fake out, and you can cleanly see it. Let's see, 12k, that's 13, that's the first one, that's the one we're looking for right here. Okay, we got this fake out, strong move to the upside, similar move. You can see BTC push back up on the 4 hour. Okay, we got supported from the 21 EMA, couldn't break it. You can see the type of move we made. I showed you about this pattern. I showed you even like when BTC was in this level. Okay, I told you guys, okay, we made the same exact pattern, and BTC gonna be dropping, right? BTC gonna be dropping, this move and this move also. Okay, I showed you we had like a special live stream just about these two moves, and we said like we're going to be dropping. But is BTC going to be able to make the same exact move in this area? That's the big question, because it only can make a triangle in this level before dropping. Okay, if like we push to the upside, we could be looking for this triangle up to this area. Okay, we're going to be looking for this triangle. It could be like the baseline could be flat, or it could like make some higher lows just like that. So we just don't know. So we're just gonna anticipate, it could make a, we're just gonna speculate and see like which one it is gonna make. But you just have to pay attention to this structure on the on the 4 hour. So keep that in mind, guys. So pay attention to the for BTC to push back up to like a 86 level, right? So let's take a look at the daily. Let's take a look at the daily. When you take a look at the daily, you could say like, oh, even though we got the rejection, right? It is even though we got the rejection, but we got like two bullish candles, like back to back. Right now the daily is bullish. Like it is only like 2 hours, 3 hours into the daily candle. You can see, this move could be very aggressive, and that's not good at all. Like for the bulls, if you're pretty bullish, the daily is not on your favor. Okay, you have to pay special attention to the daily, because if we make this aggressive move, the drop could be very nasty like this. Okay, could be very nasty, and you could be looking for an ABC correction to the downside on the daily. And on the daily, the moving average you have to pay attention is like the 21 EMA. It is still moving very fast, and price is not doing what it's supposed to do. So if like price wants to be aggressive and try to like retest this 21 EMA on the daily, it's gonna get rejected very nicely. So the best thing for the bulls to do is like to move sideways and wait for the 21 EMA. Okay, move sideways instead of moving up, moving sideways, and wait for the 21 EMA and break it easily. But if like we attack the 21 EMA, we're gonna get rejected. Okay, we're gonna get rejected. We already got the def crossover. We talked about this in a premium member. Right before this move, we talked about, we said that we got a rejection in this area, and then we just have to be careful and try to close above the 200 and then a 21 EMA. We cannot do either. Okay, we cannot do either of these two scenarios. So it's not on the daily. Basically, guys, to cut it short, the bears is still in control. The overall structure, they're still in control on the daily. Okay, they're still in control on the daily. But it doesn't mean like the bulls cannot take the price up to like the 300 points move to the upside. Hey, what's up, Drew? What's up, FN Base? Hey, what's up, Craig? The 21 EMA on on BYBIT, the 21 EMA, it is exactly at 85.68, and 85.68 also it is like 0.618 pullback. So it's not a coincidence like we're looking for BTC to even though I'm bearish, guys, it's not like just because you're looking for BTC to make a pullback doesn't mean you're bullish. Okay, the overall structure is not calling for like high numbers. Okay, but BTC can push back up to this green line, the second, not this green line, but the second one, this area. It is exactly at 80 roughly, give or take, right? It's exactly at 85, and the 21 EMA is exactly at 85.68. So, but it is going to be dropping. So, but you just want to take a look at the area, not like the exact price action. The price, not the exact price, but the the area, not the exact figure. All right, you have to pay clear attention to that. So let's take a look at the 6 hour, which basically moving like along the 21 EMA. That's a good sign for the bulls. Okay, if you're bullish, then you got a good sign to say, hey man, the 6 hour is pretty consistent. Okay, most people don't pay attention to the 6 hour. I've been telling you guys the 6 hour is pretty incredible, and I showed you, I think I showed you that on my previous public live stream, and I said even on the premium member, I said it when BTC gave us this push to the upside. We said like get out, because the only time frame we got, okay, the only time frame we got, and then the 100 EMA is above the price was like the 6 hour. Okay, you can see, I'm just going to show you guys. Let me just go back. That's a 6 hour time frame. That's the 100 EMA we got rejected from. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. You can see the 4 hour, the 4 hour was like, as soon as we break this 4 hour, we didn't have like any other major moving averages to like pay attention. The this one is a 200. Okay, the 200 EMA was too far away, and then we couldn't like just push like from basically 8100 all the way up to 9K. Okay, so we just had to like move higher on the time frame and switch it, okay, to like a 6 hour, and the 6 hour was the most accurate time frame. We needed to pay attention to it, and it was pretty accurate, 100%. Like hit this like a 100 EMA on a 6 hour perfectly, and then get the rejection. But right now, like I said, the 6 hour is holding the price for the bulls. So even though like it is a 35 to 40% chance of pushing back up, it is a lot. Okay, it is a lot. Okay, it is a lot. The volatility going to be very high because of the volume. Okay, price moving flat, volume is decreasing, so we could expect like within the next 6 to 18 hours we could get like a lot of volatility. We could get a lot of volatility. All right, could get a lot of volatility. Regarding our Elliott wave, we talked about the Elliott wave right before, even like in the same video, right in this area, we talked about the Elliott wave in the same video. If you go back and watch it, we said exactly BTC could be making an AVC correction and push back up to like and push back up like to this level of 88, and that's exactly what we did. I showed you on my previous live stream. We got an W, X, and Y correction. And what can you expect after a W, X, Y correction? You have to expect like a further sell-off. Okay, but the sell-off, we talking about right now, it's not going to be a straight line. And as soon as we drop down to like 8200, I told you like this, this is got enough volume to slow down the sell-off. Okay, we got enough volume and enough market structure basically to like slow down the the sell-off, unlike Ethereum. After Ethereum started dropping like from 200 level like a couple of weeks ago, like on the 24th or so, the drop was pretty much nasty from like the alt. But BTC is like, you know, sometimes respect market structure. We could make another 3-wave move. Okay, we could make another 3-wave move, a possible fake out in this area before dropping. Okay, so this level we have to, you know, pay special attention to. It's not something you just want to rush and start shorting BTC out of nowhere. Okay, so let me take a look at the chat room. You guys don't have any question. Now let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum, we talked about it last time during our public live stream, even during our, you know, private group member. We talked about, like, pay attention to this. Ethereum was looking extremely bullish. Like, even though like we hit like this you know, upper level of this trend line, we said, like, you know, if we break it, we have to pay attention to 211 to 209, which is roughly at 0.786. okay, but we didn't quite hit 0.786. Ethereum decided to drop back, but this move is nothing bullish about Ethereum with regarding this move. This move, most of the time they're gonna drop. Okay, it's just a matter of time when Ethereum gonna drop. But I wouldn't be shorting Ethereum in this level of roughly around like a 183. If you're shorting right now, just short it. I would have shorted like with, you know, just give it like a little touch, like maybe 3 to 5% of your capital, and see if it's gonna bounce back, and then you ladder your position up. Otherwise, you just have to wait till we break this trend line to get confirmation, and then you short it down to like a 150 level. Okay, as soon as we get to 150 level, I'm gonna update the price. If I'm on a live stream, I'm gonna update the price, and then we could be looking forward to the downside. 1.27 to 1.41. That's the next major level for you. That's the next major level beside like 150, 152. The next major level for Ethereum is like roughly 131 to 138, which is 1.27 to 1.41. Okay, Ethereum is looking it's not reversible right now. You know, I don't feel like Ethereum reversing with the current pattern. Okay, the highest I can expect Ethereum to go is like 224, but I don't see like a, you know, 300, 400 Ethereum, right? And this move is still valid because you're gonna get your flat correction in this level. You're gonna get this flat correction, and similar to Ripple XRP, Ripple is making the same exact move, right? We're gonna get this move, and then we're gonna drop. But let's see if like this one is you know, good enough, which is like a 198. So the highest could be like a, you know, 224, and that's not good at all for, you know, if you're bearish on BTC. Ethereum going to retest like a 230, it means like a BTC going to retest 9K. So, but we just have to watch Ethereum very, very, very carefully. Okay, very carefully. So let's take a look at the daily. Ethereum daily, the 100 EMA is similar to BTC. You know, rejected the price. Okay, exactly. Now we're moving like below the 21 on the daily, so that's a good sign of bearishness. So it is a good sign of bearishness, at least on the bigger time frame. So sometimes you can be bullish on the lower time frame, but on the bigger time frame, it's nothing bullish. Okay, so we're moving below the 21 EMA. We have to jump back above the you know, the 21 EMA on the daily, which is currently at 182, 183. So if like we, you know, Ethereum going to be able to close, if Ethereum closes above this 21 EMA, roughly around 184, okay, 184, 185, the next area to look for, at least for the medium term, going to be like 198. Okay, to go back retest 198. And then on the daily, you have to pay attention to the 211 we just talked about, which is like 0.786. Okay, this level going to be good area to start shorting slowly, but right now you just have to wait till Ethereum breaks this trend line. Okay, that's the most probable scenario before shorting. Like that's at least in your favor. The most probable scenario in your favor gonna be waiting for Ethereum to, you know, drop heavily in this level, like of 172, 173. So, hey, what's up, KFO? You're welcome, man. Thanks a lot, KFO. So I'm going to take a look at the Bitcoin Cash for you, K4. I know you've been pretty much pretty much heavy on on Bitcoin Cash, right? So let's move on to EOS. EOS been pretty much very consistent with this trend line, similar to Ethereum, right? Cannot break this 21 EMA on the daily, but I was bearish on it. I was bearish on because I said like last week, EOS pretty much tapped out, all right, in this level, in this channel, and then we're going to be coming back down at least to retest the lower level of this trend line. You can see it exactly, guys, similar move to Ethereum. So but EOS and BNB, guys, you have to pay attention. Even though you don't trade him, you don't like him, or you don't have him, they give you a signal. Sometimes they give you some signal like about BTC. They're going to tell you like, oh, BTC is going to be making this move. Similar move in this area, guys. It was stopped. EOS, we said like EOS, pretty much tapped out. Retest the lower level of the trend line. We most likely gonna break this 211 EMA. Okay, even though I'm pretty bearish, but the way we're looking, guys, the way we're looking, it seems like the selling pressure for EOS has decreased. We got a big selling pressure, but we cannot continuously keep up the selling pressure. Okay, keep up the selling pressure. But one thing, if you want to be consistent, okay, if I wanted to be consistent, I'm gonna be like, okay, volume is decreasing, price is increasing, we have to retrace down to get a better baseline. Okay, we have to retrace down to get a better baseline. But sometimes these art, they don't respect market structure. They just jump all the way straight to all the way up. Okay, so but to respect like a market structure, this move has to come back down. Okay, this move has to come back down just to respect market structure. So EOS, before going short, I would at least wait for EOS to similar to Ethereum, look for a breakdown. Okay, before looking for EOS to move to the upside. RSI similar to Ethereum and BTC, very aggressive. We could anticipate like either EOS to break to the downside and give us the move we're looking for, or let it go all the way up to overbought and then start shorting it. Okay, because EOS, you're gonna get plenty of opportunity to short it, right? So plenty of opportunity to short it. And you can see the move we made in this area. That's the move BTC made exactly. Okay, that's the move BTC made exactly a couple of days ago, right? Last week. So, and then before the rejection to the upside. Okay, to the downside. So let's take a look at Ripple XRP, King XRP, similar move, exact move BTC made, three-way move, but still slightly bullish, but nothing special. We got this three-way move. It could attempt to make this move and get another rejection or push to the upside, but on the lower degree, let's take a look at the lower degree. But before we take a look at the lower degree, something to pay attention. This area is not tradable. Okay, you can take a shot, but this area, for Ripple XRP, is not tradable. All right, it's too tight. Between like 28 to 20, roughly 27. It's not that much. In term of like leveraging, it's a lot, but it's not safe. Okay, it's not safe to be trading Ripple XRP right now. The volume is decreasing in terms of selling pressure and buying pressure both. Volatility going to be increasing very shortly. Okay, you could either look for a retest, right, and then we're going to get this ABC correction to the downside, or you can expect like Ripple to give us another wave to the upside. Okay, most people are going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, before a further drop. But it's not going to be easy at all for Ripple to break this 100 EMA, this purple line, which is roughly around like a 29 cents right now. 29 cents. Current price of Ripple 27.5. Okay, 27.5. In terms of percentage, you can take a look at it. You got like almost 5% push. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, if you're long in if you're long in Ripple, it's a lot. But at the same time, you can still get this move like a 1.618 extension of the current drop, this drop. Okay, so you have to manage your risk to reward ratio. You have to manage it properly. So if you look for 1.1 extension of that move, you could be looking for Ripple to drop like to 25 cents, which is also roughly 10%, okay, which is like 8% drop. So you want to take for a 7%, 5% versus 8%. So you just you know, see what you're gonna get. Okay, 5% to the upside and 8% to the downside. So just manage your risk properly. All right, manage your risk properly. So let's go take a look at the monthly chart for Ripple. I like to take a look at the monthly for Ripple because it is just noise sometimes. When you take a look at Ripple in terms of like a daily, it makes too much noise, right? So the monthly, you can see we talked about it like back in August. We said like we need Ripple, right, to close above 32 cents. If like we close above 32 cents, no, I'm gonna be bullish at least for the short term and look forward to retest the 21 EMA. Let's take a look at it. Excuse me. The 21 EMA on the monthly, it is currently at a roughly like a 40 cents. Okay, it is exactly at 40 cents. You can see we got a, you know, on the monthly time frame, we got a rejection exactly at the 21 EMA, right? A couple of like back to back. Right now on the Heiken Ashi, let's see if we got a signature move. But on the Heiken Ashi, we don't have a signature move, right? A big tail, big wick, small body on the monthly. So I'm not gonna be extremely bullish on Ripple until like we break 32 cents, okay? But it doesn't mean we cannot break it, all right? We talked about this 32 cents even like back in like August, okay? Back in August, late August, we said like in September, we have to close above 32 cents, okay? But right now we in, August, September, yeah, September, October, right now we have to close above 32 cents at least to start like looking for like a 40, 50 cents. Other than that, it is just going to be a you know, a monthly correction just like this, all right, just like this, and then we're going to make this move to the downside, hopefully get a support from like a 15 to 14 cents, all right, 15 to 14 cents. Sometimes you just have to be very patient. Just because what you're looking for, you're not getting it, doesn't mean like you will never get it, all right? Doesn't mean, look, you guys remember when BTC was 14K, if you told someone like BTC is going to drop down to like a 70 to 100, they're going to be laughing at you, right? And we've been calling for BTC to drop down to 7K to 8K after we got that rejection from 10.9, and I was like, guys, I was looking for 16, but it seems like we're not going to get it, okay? It seems like we're not going to get it, so we're going to start looking to the downside, all right? We're going to start looking to the downside. And finally, we got BTC at 7K, and most people, you know, been pretty much very depressed, right? So Bitcoin Cash 220, it is exactly at 220. It's not looking good, guys. Like, it doesn't matter how bullish you are, you take a look at the bigger picture, nothing bullish about Bitcoin Cash, okay? Selling pressure is decreasing. You could be like, okay man, the selling pressure gonna be gone very shortly, but sometimes just because the selling pressure is decreasing, right, sometimes you could get the capitulation move you're looking for, a very nasty drop in terms of volume. You can see like we could get this type of selling pressure before even like starting to look starting to look for a bullish move. Take a look at it, okay? Big selling pressure, price give us a big tail, big wick, small body, sideways correction, push to the upside almost up to 600 points. That type of volatility, we need it before like you know, looking for another retest, okay? That's just a bigger picture. If you want to play with this like a 20%, I mean a 15%, okay, it's great, but if you're not leveraging, I don't think it's a good time to be buying Bitcoin Cash right now. And I said it multiple times, okay? I said it multiple times. We broke 786, I mean 0.618. We could be breaking 0.786, which is like 178, and come all the way down to this level. I know it sounds crazy. Most of you guys are pretty bullish. I know K4 you like Bitcoin Cash, but I just have to tell you, you know, what it is, okay? Not just because you like Bitcoin Cash, I'm going to tell you it's going up, right? So you could be looking for the very roughly around like a low $100, okay, low $100. So that's just a bigger picture. If you take a look at the bigger picture, it's clean, no noise, you know, straight move to the upside, you know, big selling pressure, you know, volatility is decreasing in this month. So I don't expect like Bitcoin Cash to go back to $300 this month at all, okay? That's a monthly time frame, very low volatility, no body at all, big fight between the bulls and the bears. price is just moving in between, okay, and then try to decide which way it wants to go. On the Heikenhachi, you can see the monthly the monthly time frame, right? It gave you the big tail, big wick, small body, the type of volatility I'm telling you, like we need for Ripple in order to push the upside. You can see it, okay? Big tail, big wick, small body, big volatility. We need that type of volatility somewhere around here, okay? If like we get this type of volatility, right, in this area, we're gonna be like, oops, you know, it could be by December, right? By December, January, we could get that type of volatility, you know, almost like a 50% volatility. So, and then we're gonna be like, oops, you know, we're gonna be looking for Bitcoin Cash at least to retrace back up to like a 260 or so. All right. So, but as up to now, it is extremely bearish. Okay, as up to now, it is extremely bearish on the lower time, on the bigger time frame. On the lower time frame, it is pretty much very different. It is pretty much very different. We got, let me get you a clean chart. You got your on a daily, you got your head and shoulder. Most people don't like this head and shoulder. We broke this head and shoulder. If you're very patient, right, you can see you know, 1-to-1 extension from this area of 560 down to this level. Not even 1-to-1, I would say like 0.618. It's going to take you, it's going to be very low. Okay, so you cannot do a 1-to-1 extension. You have to be very careful and look for 1.27. Let's look for 1.27. all right, it's freezing. All right, come on, trading view. You can look for 1.27, right? If you just ignore the 600 level, or even if you include it, 1.27 going to take you roughly to the level I've been telling you guys, like roughly around like you know, the low $100. Okay, low $100 in this level, like roughly 130. Okay, so that's 1.27 of the entire move, like from this bottom. Okay, depend where you want to put your bottom. If you want to put your bottom roughly around like 250. What I mean by the bottom, I mean this move. Okay, let me just give you a clean chart, guys. This area of support, right after we broke it, that's going to be your bottom. You take your retracement tool from that bottom to the top. You can see 1.27. We came exactly to 1.27. So next level is going to be 1.41 to look for 150. So 150 is pretty much very close to the 130 to 120, right? So you know, because of volatility, you can easily, you know, drop down to 130. But 1.27, guys, and 1.41 is incredible. Okay, whenever you get, you know, a move, a corrective move, all right, let's say you get this corrective move like this, and then this is your area of support, like, you know, BTC push back up. All you need to do to look for a medium term target, look for 1.27. Just take from swing low to swing high, look for 1.27 to 1.41. And I've been telling you, you know, like the last 2 to 3 months, 1.27 to 1.41 is very accurate, you know, fib level to pay attention to, depending how you look at it. Okay, depending how you look at it. Even on BTC, guys, the 1.27 extension, we talked about it in the premium member, which was like 8800 to 8840. We talked about it right before the push to the upside. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, actually, the low $100 to mid $100 for Ethereum. I mean, not Ethereum, but Bitcoin Cash. All right, hopefully that's good enough for you, KW. Okay, K4W. So let's talk about Litecoin, guys. Litecoin been very boring recently, but it doesn't mean you have to sleep on Litecoin, at least for the short term. It is making a bear flag, and it is one of the weakest, you know, top coin right now. It used to be the strongest, but it is the weakest right now. Okay, similar trend line to Ethereum and EOS and basically Bitcoin Cash. Got rejected by the you know, daily 21 EMA, similar to BTC, coming back down roughly around like a 50%. It doesn't have any structure. Okay, it doesn't have any like you know, structure in this level. It is just a bear flag. Okay, it is just a bear flag. big push, big rejection, coming back, get the support. Not time to be shorting it. Wait for it to break this trend line. Okay, if you did a short at the 21 EMA, not good. It's not a good time to be shorting it right now. All right, but the overall structure is still bearish, and we've been talking about it since Litecoin gave us this move like a 107. We say like this is nothing but a flat correction, and it is a continuation pattern. Okay, it is a continuation pattern. You got your flat correction right here. You got your continuation pattern, another move to the upside, just another flag drop down. So you got another flag in this area. The only thing you can expect, is this move. Okay, anything we got in this area is just going to be a noise until like the structure is clean enough for us to say, oops, Litecoin going to be reversing. And as soon as we got the reversal, we know exactly what to look for. We're going to look for these fib levels, which is like a 382, which is 382 to 50%. 382 going to be like $87, but that's too early to talk about Litecoin going back to $87. Okay, it's too early. Let's break the 21 EMA first on the daily. Okay, with a big volume, not a fake out volume, none of that. Okay, not with a big volume. Even if we break it, you're gonna have to wait for it to pull back. All right, you just don't wait for Litecoin to break it, go like a 6.7, 6.8. You're like, oops, we're going to the moon. Okay, wait for like at least 50% pullback. That's what we talked about BTC last time when BTC went up to like a 80, 84 in that range, 85, 86. We said 8,500, right? I think, right? And we said like wait for BTC to pull back before pushing back to 88. So similar move, guys, similar move. But the overall structure is pretty much very bearish. Okay. For Litecoin, we can even take a look at the weekly. You can see like you cannot be bullish. Taking a look at if you take a look at like the Litecoin chart, you cannot be bullish. All right, similar to a link chart is a link bits is giving us a same type of structure. A nice move to the upside, looking very bullish, but at some point it's going to retrace dip. Okay, it's going to retrace dip. All right, so the weekly making a bear flag with low volume, that's not good at all. Okay, that's why I'm still bearish on Litecoin. You can see the weekly volume is pretty much very low. Okay, and we're still moving to the upside. Okay, we're still moving to the upside. All right, so we're still moving to the upside. You can see all the way up from 145. Like when we started the selling pressure, you can see how the volume is decreasing. Okay, nothing much for Litecoin. We're about to get the similar depth cross like a BTC got, but this one's gonna be the 21, and then 100 they about to cross over. So Litecoin is in big danger right now, guys, in terms of a bigger picture. But if you're looking forward to hold some Litecoin for the long term, keep an eye on this low, roughly low $20. Okay, I still got some orders like even lower than $20. I know some of you guys think like Litecoin is not gonna break this level, but if like somebody told you like Ripple XRP is gonna go to 50 cents or like even like 20 cents when Ripple was like $3.60, you're not gonna believe it, right? So, and I was calling for this $20 Litecoin when Litecoin was like almost like $170 last year. Okay, $170. We're calling for a Litecoin like to $25. So I'm still going to be waiting for Litecoin to pull back, down to at least this level, or at least give us a bullish signal. Okay, just because you're waiting for Litecoin to drop to certain level doesn't mean like it has to. Okay, it has to, because the market structure can change from day to day, week to week. So you just have to analyze it based on based on the previous data you got, and then go by it, but not like, oh, I want to buy Litecoin at $20, then I'm gonna have to wait for it. No, if we got like a bullish signal to go to the upside, that's it. We're gonna take it, guys. We're gonna take it. So that's enough for Litecoin. Let's take a look at BNB, guys. BNB extremely bullish, not extremely, in terms of like a lower time frame, it is bullish. On the on the weekly, this purple line you're seeing, guys, it is very small, right? It is very small, but it's the 100 EMA, guys. It is 100 EMA. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let me just zoom it in. See this line? It's not a random line. Okay, it's the weekly 100 EMA on for BNB. BTC made the same move. The weekly 100 EMA on Binance, not Binance Coin, but the Binance exchange. The weekly 100 EMA is supporting right now BTC the last 3 weeks. Okay, the last 3 weeks we've been getting support from the weekly 100 EMA. You take a look at BNB, similar move. Okay, similar move, big move to the upside. So you have to pay attention. If you're holding BNB like for a swing trade, the only moving average you have to pay attention to on the weekly is this one, the 21. Okay, which is roughly around like a 22.5. All right. So, but it is quite interesting. Like we've been supported by the 21 EMA roughly in this area of 25 to 26 for like almost like a month and a half, right? But we haven't retested it yet. Okay, we haven't retested it yet. So let's take a look at the daily. BNB daily is a wow, whoa. It is now. I don't think it closed above it didn't close above the 21 EMA yesterday, but right now it is trading above the 21 EMA. So it is quite at resistance. So we have to be very careful regarding BTC. Okay, to be very careful. So you can see BNB right now at 20, almost at $18. Okay, if like we break this area, we're gonna have to the lower time. We have to go to the lower time frame to see like which moving average is gonna give us. Let's start off with a 20, with a 12. Okay, the next moving average to pay attention to, right? It is gonna be the 100 exactly, which is $19, which is $20 roughly to 19.9, right? But we have to break this area at 19.9. Let's see what fib level it is gonna be at. Okay, 99. It is gonna be at 0.618. Okay, 99 gonna be this area right here, right? It is exactly at the 100 EMA on the 12 hour. Okay, on the 12 hour time frame. But I don't like this move, guys. I don't like it at all. If I could have shorted if I can short a BNB, I would at 99 because the volume is not, is still like declining. Price is trying to force this move to the upside. If we don't double tap, I'm just gonna let it go all the way up to 19.99. But it's not good for the bears. If you're bullish, that's not good at all because it means BTC gonna be supporting this move to the upside. All right. So let's just keep that in mind. Let's just keep that in mind. Yeah, the 21 on the 12 hours looking very strong. This yellow line. Let's take a look at the 6 hours, similar move. And on the 6 hour, we broke the 100 EMA on the 6 hour. So let's see if this BNB gonna be able to close above this 100 EMA on the 6 hour. So that's the only so basically we have to pay attention to the 12, guys, because the 100 EMA on the 6 we already broke it. On the 12 we have to pay attention to it. The 100 EMA on the 12 we already broke the 6. Okay, we already broke the 6. If you go to the 4 hour, we of course broke it already, right? We're moving above it, but the 200 is right here. So $18 to $19, that's where we're gonna get the big challenge for basically for Ethereum, for not Ethereum but BNB. All right, $18 to $19. So but let's just break this area of 17.8. Okay, 17.8. And then we could get a heavy challenge in that level of $18 to $19, right? $18 to $19, $18 to $19. But a break above this level is definitely a short. Anything above 18 is definitely a short position. I wouldn't like a hold BNB above $18, like at least for the short term. I could wait for like another retracement and then buy back. All right. So thanks a lot, K4. Thanks a lot, guys. If you have any question regarding any art, you can just let me know, and then we're gonna take a look at it. Right. Let's move on to BTC again. So BTC on the 4 hour, the 21 EMA is still like giving us a tough time. So the short is good right now. Our short is pretty much like pretty healthy. We just have to stay within this level, either get rejection from this 21 EMA or the 100 EMA, and drop down to this level of 0.618 to 0.786. 0.618, 8150, 0.786, 78 to 79 level. This year green box. All right, this green box. Hey, what's up, Kiko Pombo? Xerox. Let's take a look at Xerox. How about take a look at Xerox, maybe Xerox 0x BTC. Let's take a look at Xerox BTC, because 0x Binance. Haven't talked about Xerox for a very long time right now. So, but Xerox, we had like a major resistance. We broke it, and you can see. Let's just take a look at the daily first. Oops, daily versus BTC. That's daily versus BTC. Xerox has been like very aggressive. I haven't taken a look at it forever. So you can see like versus BTC, we got a bullish crossover between 21 and 100, but you have to pay attention to your 200-day moving average, right? It is right around this area, and it is of course going to reject the price. Okay, you don't need any analysis like for somebody to tell you like Xerox going to be pulling back. Okay, it's going to pull back, and look for a support from this 21 EMA, which is roughly around like a 27.18 on Binance. If like we break that area, the next support you're going to be looking for is like this 100 EMA, which is like roughly 25.06. If that's too much for you, take your fib level, guys. You got to learn how to do this retracement tool from swing low to swing high. Exactly 382 going to be exactly at your 21 EMA. This yellow line and this yellow horizontal line and this yellow vertical line. Okay, the horizontal line going to be your 382, which is exactly at 27, roughly 27.18. Okay, and your 21 EMA also exactly at 27.18. So it is a nice area. You would be looking for at least a pullback. Okay, this area, right? I'm not saying you're going to get it today or tomorrow, but we still versus BTC could make this move, because 236 is going to be roughly around this area. So 236 could hold strong and give us a double bottom. You get the rejection from this area and then drop down to 27.09. all right, drop down to 27.09. But we're definitely going to get this pullback. It is just a matter of time, right? It's just a matter of time. A divergence, most people are pretty familiar with how a bearish divergence on the daily is pretty strong level of divergence regarding a Xerox. Price moving up, also moving down. Yeah, you gotta expect an ABC correction to the downside. Okay, ABC correction to the downside. And the only reason also like a Xerox pushing to the upside is like BTC is dropping. Okay, you can see like since like I mean it kind of like a push to the upside with BTC like the first week of September. So the first week of September it pushed to the upside with BTC, but BTC is dropping. It's not dropping with BTC. At some point it's gonna give up. Okay, the volume is pretty nice. Okay, the volume is pretty nice. That was a nice push in this level. Okay, we didn't see this move like since like the late February. That's the last time we got similar volume. So that's it for Xerox. Let's take a look at Xerox USD 0x USD. Let's take a look at 4B. Okay, versus US dollar, we got the double bottom, double top. Try to close above the 200-day moving average, but we did close above it. We did close above it in this level. We did, but we cannot sustain the move. So let's see how, if like Xerox is gonna be able to close above like a 28 cents to 30 cents in this level. But it is pretty extended, guys. It is pretty extended in this bear market. I wouldn't take a chance of buying in this level. I wouldn't take a chance, even though this volume is pretty big. I wouldn't take a chance. Okay, I wouldn't take a chance. This volume in this level is pretty big, so I still wouldn't take a chance buying at 26 cents. Would wait at least for a pullback to the 21 EMA again before taking it to the upside. All right, for taking it to the upside. Let's take a look at Link BTC, guys. Link BTC is looking great, guys, but like I said last time, right? We could be like looking for a pullback. Last time we talked about Link. We talked about Link like regarding this 0.786, right? And we said like if like this 0.786 doesn't hold, we're gonna be getting like the 0.786 was roughly like a 14,000, almost 15,000. We could be pulling back, but the pullback is pretty extended, right? It's pretty extended. It's roughly around like 0.786. Let's see. Yep, it's exactly pulled back to 0.786. Okay, exactly pulled back to 0.786. The 21 EMA daily lagging behind. Definitely we're gonna get this drop down to roughly around like a 27.5 in that range, 27,000 to 28,000. Current price is roughly around like a 31,000. So definitely, but it doesn't mean like it's gonna be a nasty sell-off, because our side is not giving us a divergence. So a drop down to the 21 EMA could give us another double top try, another retest of like a 30,000 to like a 35,000 level, right? So if you try to buy some Link, wait for Link to drop down to like roughly, it's not a financial advice, just like a market analysis, right? So you try to like wait for 27,000, at least 27,000, right, to get some Link again. But the 0.786 was pretty strong support, a push to the upside. Okay, and also at the same time, even though we broke the 200-day moving average, we attempted to with one attempt we push back up, and basically didn't get any challenge at all, guys. Didn't get any challenge. So but we might not get any challenge on the way back too, so just like this. So but I look for like a 27,000 basically. 27,000. Let's take a look at Quant. We haven't talked about Quant for a while now. Quant BTC, Bittrex. Quant BTC, same exact move as we were looking for this divergence. We didn't even get it. We just get this move. We said like we could be pushing back down and push up. You can see we just let's take a look at what fifth level we were last time we talked about Quant. 0.786 exactly, just like Link, guys, because I remember analyzing Link a couple of months ago, like 3 months ago, and Quant, and we pretty much been very accurate with Quant and Link. 786 push back to 0.618. This 382 is most likely 0.618, roughly 50%. Okay, pull back to 50%, and now we're looking for the drop. So what can you expect from Quant, right? What can you expect? The move is pretty nasty. It's nothing bullish about Quant. You could be looking for this 1-to-1 extension from this move. Okay, it's going to take you right around 0.786 again. So you could be looking for Quant to retest like a 57,000 to a roughly 57,000 to 58,000. Okay, in this level. So which is another 20% drop versus BTC. All right, 20% drop. So let's see if Quant gonna give us this pullback, and I'm expecting at least some sort of volatility as soon as we retest like a 50,000. Okay, but we're gonna talk about it as soon as we retest this level. See like if Quant gonna continue the push to the upside, give us this flat correction, flat correction in this level. Okay, we could get this move and another pushback even before dropping. So you just have to be careful. As soon as we get to this level, we just have to reassess our judgment. Okay, not just to be extremely bearish. Let's take a look at XLM. Now XLM is moving sideways on top of the 21 EMA, getting strong support. But the next level you could be looking for is like the 100 EMA. Basically, we got the rejection just like BTC with this 100 EMA, the 21 EMA supporting the price, but the price action is not very volatile right now. It doesn't look volatile. Since like we got this, I think that was like 70% move, right? Couple months ago. Like almost 50% move versus 60% move versus BTC, and like almost 70% on the dollar. We got this. We're getting this bear flag, so we have to most likely going to retest this level before even like looking for another push and get this correction, right? So that's the most I can expect, like from XLM pushing back up to this area of 100 EMA on the daily versus BTC. But as up to now, volume is decreasing. Nothing much to be bullish about XLM, unless like we retest like this 0.786. Let's double check. Yep, this 0.786 pullback in this level, could be double bottoming in this area, another retest before dropping. Okay, so but as up to now, it doesn't have any bullish structure beside like this divergence we got like couple months ago, last month or something like that, back in August. Yeah, we got this divergence, a very strong move. That's very bearish, guys. This is very bearish. Whenever you see this type of move, you don't want to buy. Okay, you don't want to buy. Strong rejection from the 100 EMA, so you don't want to buy these moves. All right, guys, that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick update regarding BTC, and then this alt, and then hopefully we can get the necessary rejection from this level, and then we're gonna be looking for the double bottom roughly around like a 78 to 79. All right. So if you haven't joined the public Telegram group, make sure to do so. Don't forget to at least hit the link under the description. If you want to upgrade to the premium member, send me a private message, and the description to upgrade to the premium member is in the Telegram group. So if you can find it, just send me a message. I'll tell you how to join the premium member, and at least for the short term you can get daily analysis, target, price setup, and most of these rejections sometimes you can anticipate it on the lower time frame. If we go back, we anticipated this move to 8800. Even on the public group, we said it when BTC was like 79. I showed you like I showed you in this area, guys, when when BTC was like a 79, 71, guys. We talked about this move. That was public. And on the let's see, that was the public group. And then on the premium member, as soon as we get this move, we did anticipate like a 1.27 to roughly 1.27 to 1.41 extension. Okay, you can see 1.27 was roughly the next level we needed to pay attention to, and then 1.41 was like 89, 1.27 88, 1.618 extension going to be 9,000. That's what we anticipated. We got rejection exactly at the 1.27. So if you don't know how to use it, make sure to learn how to use your extension tool and your fib retracement tool. It is very important, guys. It is very important. It is good to know like 5-way structure, and it is good to know these 5-way structure ABC correction. If not, you can add your WXY correction. If like your ABC correction fails, you be like, okay, it fails, but we're supposed to push back up. Sometimes you get this move, right? So, and then you're gonna get another move like this even before looking for another move to the upside. And this correction, right, we anticipated this move. We anticipated this move even before BTC made it back in June, guys. Back in June, right? Back in June, we said BTC is going to be making this correction. All right, so after that you gotta expect this move to push to the upside, and this is the move BTC made on the daily, but we're still looking for a further drop to 1.618 instead of this one-to-one extension of this move, right? Like this, we're looking for 1.618 extension. All right, let me show you on the daily. On the daily, we talk about this move like since, excuse me, most of you guys pretty much been following since like last year. So you guys remember roughly around like late June, we say like a 14k, you know, gonna be the easiest target to reach. After we hit 14k, we say like basically gonna make three-way move to the downside, another three-way move to the upside, and another three-way move down. All right, but the extent of this wave like down to 7k, I did not anticipate it till like basically like got a rejection from like a 12k. That's when I started anticipating the 7k, but I was not, I mean 12k, even like is 12k, I was still looking for 16k. I think I started looking for lower number after we got this rejection, this initial 10.9, this still initial like 11k actually, and another push back up to 11k. This flat correction in this level, that's when we started saying like, oops, you know, it is time to look down. Okay, it is time to look for some lower numbers. So we knew, you know, as soon as we got this rejection, basically going to be completing, you know, the the correction to the downside. All right, excuse me. So the correction to the downside, we already made a one-to-one extension. All right, I just wanted to clear this up because most of you guys don't not familiar with WXY. That's your W move, that's your X, and we got exactly one-to-one extension in this level, right? We got one-to-one extension of your W. That's what we've been looking for. Okay, technically we're supposed to be bullish, okay, because that's what I've been calling for since like you know, basically was roughly late August, right? In this level we were looking for like a one-to-one extension of your W. So we could say like the move is completed. Okay, the move is complete and we're supposed to be going to the upside, but we still got like we could anticipate the move to drop down to 1.618 extension. Okay, 1.618 extension gonna be this from 14k down to 92, roughly 9100, right? And then the X was like 12.3. You can see this yellow line, right? It's one-to-one extension, which is roughly on like a 74. It's not quite there yet, but it's good enough. Okay, 78 is good enough. You can see the 1.618 extension gonna be too low. It's gonna be 4400, but 1.27, and I keep telling you to pay attention to 1.27 extension gonna be 6100. So most people are gonna be looking for basically to retrace down to like this level. Okay, this level of a 6k level. Okay, and at the same time, if you pay attention clearly to the 1.27, you can see, I talked about it. For those of you guys not familiar with the retracement tool, you can see that's the bottom. If you take your fib retracement from this line up to 14k, right? It doesn't matter where you put your where you put your fib retracement, because it only take a look at price action, not like time. Okay, so you take your fib level, you put it on this line, swing low to swing high. You can see 1.27 is exactly at, you know, the current level where we're getting support at. And we talked about this, guys. We talked about it like, you know, 2 months ago. Pay attention to the 1.27, and next level to pay attention to is like 72 to 74, which is like 1.41. So we're not looking for 1.41. We're not looking for 72 to 74 because like because of you know, any other fib retracement. Most people are looking for most traders looking for, you know, 72, because 72 is like a 0.618 pullback. Okay, 0.618 pullback. But pay attention to that clearly. Okay, pay attention to it. And at the same time, guys, the current correction we got, if you take your fib retracement from swing low to swing high, which is like 78 to 88, let me just draw it, 78 to 88, right? This level, you take a swing low to swing high, you know, between these two lines, right? You can see, you know, 1.27 to to 1.41, it is going to be 72 to 74 level. Okay, this level is going to be a very good area to be looking for BTC to make some sideways correction. So as soon as we make this flag drop to the downside, that's where we're looking for, 72 to 7400 level. All right, so current price of BTC on BYBIT 83.66. okay, it is still pushing to the upside, so it's still pushing to the upside. All right guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys find the content useful. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and let me know what you think down below the comment section. If you believe BTC is going to be going up to 9K, or we're going to be going to 7200. All right, going to 7200. All right guys, thank you for watching.